Okay, God, let me have it!
What am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. We're getting out of here.
We are. What about them?
Put him on the endangered species list. Come on, Monroe! Let's go!
What the hell is that?
The latest thing in communication.
Up here.
No!
Still think directed energy weapons are just a conspiracy theory? Don't think they exist? Well, why is it that in 1985, when Real Genius came out with Val Kilmer, that he was helping the military develop such technologies? Why is it that in 1985 it seemed that those technologies were science fiction or not even remotely possible, but yet here we are today with our advanced directed energy weapons? And what a strange coincidence, too, that in, think about that, 1985 and then 1995, when Congo comes out, you could see that they have handheld directed energy weapons. And the funny part about that is that girl was working for a communications company. Oh, isn't that strange, right? Isn't it strange, too, how I just discovered that human antenna project? Who do you think's working on all that stuff? Oh, probably communications companies. Isn't it crazy how communication companies are probably all secret advanced weapons programs, maybe? I mean, why not? We could see right here that this truck suffered a definitely circular type of burn here. I mean, that's exactly what that is. It looks like some beam exactly shot straight through that truck. I don't know that a fire, burns in that kind of... Does a fire make a circular pattern in a door frame? And does it only, burn that part, but not the front of the truck? And then, this is an electronic truck. It's not like a lithium-ion battery. It just went off on the underbelly of that truck. Oh, no. So why isn't the engine on fire? Because that's usually what catches on fire, right? Is the engine block and everything, and then it works its way backwards. But notice, too, how that in Val Kilmer right there, in Real Genius, notice that the laser pattern even made... They already had the idea, too. They already knew how it worked and everything. Why is it that you can match things from supposed movies into our modern reality? Wildfires, look again. This is a huge problem here. that you can notice in a lot of these pictures is you'll see just, everything's decimated, everything's destroyed. But yet the trees are perfectly fine. Everything in between is perfectly fine. It's like they say the fire came through here and destroyed it. Does this look like a fire came through and destroyed anything? This is beyond no wonder why they need that mudslide. I knew that they needed the mudslide to come. We just saw the footage of China with their weather manipulation drones. You don't think that they're using that same kind of technology right now to cause this massive mudslide? Hello, they need all this evidence to disappear. This is all getting out there way too fast. Nobody's buying this fire. This is why they want to shut down the internet. This is why they're shutting down YouTube and everything. Notice how Gizmodo and all the other leftist magazines, all the other technologies are coming out trying to counter the directed energy weapons narrative, because Tory News and the rest of them, they're not in that kind of reality. They don't have that kind of modern mindset. So you need the millennials. And then we have the Bear Creek fire here. Yes, I remember when I was in the Bear Creek fire and I had to repair the 70 kV line. Oh yes, I had to repair that 70 kV line. Oh, so when I saw all those flames in the Bear Creek fire, there was just, burnt plants, burnt trees left. It wasn't like decimated. The area didn't look like a bomb went off. It didn't look like it was flattened. And then that's how else I know that all this is BS too, because I had to spend months repairing that 70 kV line. And why is it that I see in some of these photos that, utility poles, they're all still standing, they're all still there? Give me a break. Any electrician will tell you who's dealt with any kind of forest fire or something that those utility poles are burnt into nothing. There's nothing left. So you're telling me that, this whole neighborhood supposedly got caught on by a forest fire, but yet, all the utility poles are still in existence. Everything's just fine. Everything's all dandy. Oh, whatever. I'm so sick and tired of all the BS anyway. These people need to start realizing our modern reality and start upgrading their mindset, because it's beyond unbelievable. Just like how we have the Russian hacking group, Cozy Bear. Get the hell out of here. Cozy Bear being brought up again. This is how you know they're beyond desperate. Notice how it says here, too, that Cozy Bear is likely responsible for a phishing campaign that used emails to impersonate a State Department employee, according to the U.S. security firm. Why is it that CrowdStrike is being brought up again all of a sudden? Oh, yes, you don't think that they worked this whole time after the midterms? After the midterms? Remember when I was bringing all that up? Oh, yes, after the midterm elections, but no one wanted to listen. Everyone thought it was all hubris. Everyone thought it was just a magnificence of just red wave gloriousness without realizing how evil and truly deranged all these people are. Everyone's living in an effing fantasy. Everyone needs to wake up already. But yes, Monday's findings comes just day after FireEye and another U.S. cybersecurity for CrowdStrike. So, they're not going to let FireEye do anything by themselves. They're going to have CrowdStrike there hide and, make everything vanish. That's not supposed to be confirmed or anything. But yeah, so they publicly confirmed the phishing campaign. We already knew that it was a phishing campaign. There was no hack. It's not considered hacking if you send someone an email having them give you their password. That's not hacking. That's like the lowest tier form of getting into, someone's email, whatever. Penetration. Concerns about Russian hacking attempts were amplified in the lead up to the 2018 midterm elections after Russia was found to have successfully interfered, and there's no proof of that whatsoever. But yet, look at them right there, just keep projecting that fake reality, because you already know that after the midterms, Donald Trump isn't going to survive any kind of impeachment or anything. Hello, all you people out there who are projecting him as surviving this afterwards, you're insane. This battle, he doesn't even realize what's getting here. But, look, a CrowdStrike forensic team determined that, Cozy Bear had been on the DNC network for... Now, why is it that that's there? And why is it that this was last edited 6 months ago? Remember, you're ignorant if you don't think that these people plot and plan. What do you think Agenda 21 is? What do you think Agenda 2030 is? Those are all plans. Those are all, plots to destroy humanity. Look at 2045. Look at 2050. So to just sit there and ignorantly say that these people don't plan or plot, you're out of your effing mind. And then, what a coincidence here that Proud Boys is classified as an extremist group with ties to West nationalists because the FBI said so. Notice how the FBI is just a completely rogue organized. No one cares. Why is it that Trump just Just drop the gauntlet already. Why doesn't he just enter Thanos, put on that Infinity Gauntlet, and snap his fingers and cause all these people to just disappear? Because that would have been caused them to disappear already. You really think that Comey is going to be answering any House subpoenas along with Loretta Lynch or any of these other morons? Hello, they're just going to drag it out until January when the Democrats take over, and then they don't need to, have any kind of subpoenas or anything whatsoever. So, that's just going to be just left alone whatsoever. And then we have the Mueller-Whitaker appointment has no effect on legal challenge against me. Get the hell out of here. Who the hell do you think your boss is? You don't just have no boss. You're not even constitutionally appointed. You're a worthless individual. You're a pathetic human being. Get out of here. Unbelievable that anyone even considers him anything more than just a spy. The harbinger. The destroyer. The deceiver. See, like Nancy Pelosi says right here, no one gives you power. You have to take it. No one gives you power. You have to take it. Unbelievable. Doesn't she sound just like Mao Zedong? The only real power comes at the end of the barrel of the gun. Do you think she's suffering from so much chemo brain that just past tyrants and dictators have possessed her mind and she just spews their thoughts out her mouth because she's some kind of puppet? Beyond unbelievable. Nancy Pelosi has lost her mind. And why is it that Mr.pieczenik is trying to, push Nancy Pelosi other than the fact that she's beyond, chemo-brained lunatic? She doesn't know what she's doing. But yet you think that Trump is somehow supposed to build some kind of symbiotic relationship with her? Get the hell out of here. Then we have Meghan McCain. Oh, what is it said? My head would have exploded. Is she talking about her dad again? Because I really don't care about what this retard has to say. And technically, John McCain's head did explode because he died from a brain tumor. So I guess Trump did cause John McCain's head to explode after this whole time. What a coincidence. Look at how pathetic she is. I wish no one would ever give these people the time of day, but that's not going to happen.
Secondly, Trump has to understand he can't keep picking at Hellman and the people he thinks are close to him or hasn't been, effective. That doesn't work here in the White House.
Honestly, that should be pretty basic for Trump to stop picking those kind of people. But yet, all those advisors and everything. And notice how I've made this point up too before. Why does Trump even care about, Iraq or Afghanistan or any of those places in the Middle East during that whole time when anyone in the government was making any of those decisions? He was a civilian, right? He has nothing to do with any of this whatsoever. So what does it care if he goes over? You don't see those CEOs of those corporate. You don't see Tory News and all those people going over there. You don't see those poppy engineers going over. You don't see those pharmaceutical companies going over there to thank those soldiers for guarding those poppy fields. Oh, no. But, it's a problem when President Trump doesn't want to go over to Iraq or Afghanistan. You constantly remind us how substantially shallow and dishonest you are on many fronts, which is why we are in such dangerous times. You would need an extremely tall ladder to get anywhere near the level okay, see, is he talking about himself? Because I can't take John Brennan seriously knowing that he's a full-blown traitor, that he should be locked up, that John Claver should be locked up, that all of our congressmen are pathetic individuals, like I've been saying. How is it that Grassley could know about all their crimes and not say anything about it, but he just continues on with his day? Just like you really think that Donald Trump's going to survive any kind of impeachment, or do you really think the deep state's plan's going to fail? Who wrote that title? You're beyond a lunatic and living in La La Land.